The Dallas Cowboys have found themselves in an uncomfortable spot in the NFL, becoming the latest target for criticism following a controversial trade decision. While they're certainly not the worst team this season, at 3-5, they're in an unexpected battle for the dubious title of league's laughingstock, a race some would argue they're leading alongside the New Orleans Saints. With quarterback Dak Prescott sidelined for an extended period, the Cowboys management decided to take a chance on Carolina Panthers wide receiver Jonathan Mingo. On the surface, adding Mingo, a young, athletic receiver with promise, seems like a fair play. However, the Cowboys' front office is facing heat for allegedly overpaying in this deal. The price tag for Mingo was a 2025 fourth-round pick, a move that has raised eyebrows and, in some circles, been labeled as another example of poor negotiation by Cowboys management. Fans and analysts alike are questioning whether the Cowboys got their money's worth with Mingo, who's shown potential but hasn't broken through as a dominant player yet. Meanwhile, the Washington Commanders, led by former Cowboys defensive coordinator Dan Quinn, made an eye-catching move that only intensified the criticism toward Dallas. The Commanders, with an impressive 7-2 record, swooped in and traded for star cornerback Marshon Lattimore from the Saints, sending over a package of 2025 draft picks, including a third-rounder, a fourth-rounder, and a sixth-rounder. Quinn's team not only gained Lattimore, but also received a 2025 fifth-round pick, adding further value to their trade. This deal illustrates Quinn's understanding of team building, especially with a young quarterback like rookie Jayden Daniels at the helm. The Commanders' offense, led by Daniels and offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury, has been lighting up the scoreboard, scoring more points than any other team this season. With the defense now strengthened by Lattimore, a lockdown corner, and Pro Bowler, the Commanders appear primed for a serious playoff push. It's a classic example of how to maximize a team's window of opportunity, especially when a budding quarterback is still on a rookie contract. Dallas, on the other hand, seems to have taken a less strategic approach with their latest acquisition. Mingo's addition comes at a time when the Cowboys' quarterback situation is shaky. With Prescott's hamstring injury potentially sidelining him for weeks, Cooper Rush or Trey Lance will likely step in as the interim starter. In this context, bringing in a young, raw receiver like Mingo raises questions about how much of an immediate impact he can truly make. The Mingo trade has also drawn criticism for the seemingly high price Dallas paid. Comparisons are already surfacing. Some argue that the Cowboys gave up more for Mingo than what teams recently paid for well-established stars like DeAndre Hopkins or Diontae Johnson. It's a striking contrast that many see as emblematic of Dallas's broader issues within its front office. Fans of Dallas likely remember the days when Quinn was their defensive mastermind. Now, with the Commanders, he's proving to be the architect of one of the league's most exciting and balanced teams. Washington's defense, now boasting a lineup that includes Lattimore alongside talents like Benjamin Streetjuice, Mike Sanristil, and Emmanuel Forbes, could emerge as a formidable force in the postseason. Add that to the offensive chemistry between Daniels, star receiver Terry McLaurin, and a dynamic backfield featuring Brian Robinson and Austin Ekeler, and the Commanders' prospects for a deep playoff run appear stronger than ever. In the broader context of the NFC, the Detroit Lions are widely considered the top contenders. Still, the Commanders are fast proving they belong in the conversation as the conference's second-best team, if not a legitimate challenger to Detroit. With Quinn at the helm, Washington's vision and execution seem miles ahead of Dallas's current situation, creating a vivid contrast between the two franchises. For Cowboys fans, this has to feel like a bitter reminder of missed opportunities. Seeing their former defensive coordinator leading a resurgent team, while the Cowboys struggle to maintain relevance, is a stark reflection of what might have been. Quinn's calculated risk in acquiring Lattimore speaks to a clear, winning strategy, something Dallas is struggling to emulate. In the end, this trade deadline serves as a snapshot of two teams heading in very different directions. While the Commanders are all in, chasing a title with a young, hungry roster, the Cowboys appear bogged down by questionable decisions in a front office that, critics say, fails to capitalize on the team's potential. As the season unfolds, these moves will likely serve as defining moments, either validating Washington's bold approach or underscoring the challenges Dallas faces in its pursuit of a brighter future.